Disclaimer: this video is not supposed to make any sense. It does not make sense on purpose. And it is actually a good, reasonable video, but it just doesn't make any sense. It's an idea I had, and I like to present it to you. Just listen to it and let your mind wander whatever it wants, because it does not need to make any sense at all. But this is still a serious video. I put time into making it, so please, if anybody wants to demonetize, please don't do so. By the way, this video is not for children, so COPPA people, don't even think about messing with this. Just because it may feature simple stories and happy melodies, it's not for kids, okay? It's also not for kids, okay? Okay. And now I present to all of you beautiful people the nonsense video. The nonsensical literature adjusts the volume on the doorknob when the theoretical superiority of the whales has been modified, in case of an emergency, also transhumidified. So we conclude that in order to achieve your dream job, you have to perform well above the average of the normal pirate. Because 2 frogs in a row, that's just bad luck. So if you want to see a car with 2 wheels spinning on top of each other, then you're at the wrong place. You gotta go to Walmart to find the best choice of spinning wheels, one above the other, and then you may encounter many cacti and kangaroos. One would think that Australia would be a nice choice of kangaroo, but no. Going to the superstore unit, where you can find all kinds of metric systems, you can also find pets from Australia, like koala bears and fungi, and also blooming flowers. You can find a lot of things in super storage units. You can find horseback riders and also gypsy trainers. You can find dog barkers and whiskey snouters. And you can also go and drink some whiskey with your behind the mouthers and mouth breeders as well. No need to invent new words, because words invent themselves. That's the golden rule of the apple pie. The pie slice that satisfies you real nice. So because of this incongruity in the constant change of events, we become a tossing and turning nightmare of the unaveraged, well-liked gypsy tree sporadically find you a little bit humorously. You found me and I found you. That's why this is the things we do. We like to go outside and walk. We like to go outside and talk. Walking and talking, talking and walking. What the hell am I talking about? I do not know. I just scream and shout real loud. Off the wall, off the chain. Zipper stuck. What's your name? Hey, look. Here's the dog. The D-O-double-G, as they call him. Yo, I turned into a rapper once in a while, but then I became real foul. The stench of my rapping is all-encompassing, all-incumbent even. The incumbent master supreme leader of the universe galaxy stood before me 5 times a week, and I told him in strict confidentiality that he needs to shave only 2 times a week. That's why he changed his shaving behavior and also modified his tossing and turning rituals, because what would a crocodile do without tossing and turning and twisting? Once you look a gift horse in the mouth, the alligators just become redundant. So there we go to another adventure in Disneyland. And then we saw the wild ride of the Wild West with the wild whales of Beyond. And then we looked even beyond and found horseback riders and also other types of riders, like I don't know, the raiders of the Lost Ark as well, because riders are similar to raiders, and raiders sound like alligators, and we were just talking about alligators before. So if you're in the mood to control the thoughts of your coexistent interlocutor, you need to go and find yourself a nice fishing rod, because that's the only way to skin a cat or a fish or a skillet, to kill it, to train it and drill it, and go beneath the wall and conceal it and reveal it and go and steal some lyrics, because that's the only way to kill it. In a metaphorical sense, because that's what you do when you're real good at what you do. So whatever you do, don't do what I just did, because else you might be in for a big surprise. And surprises is not something that people with autism like very much, right? So we need to consider the beneficiaries as well, not only the transaction fee. Because if the transaction fee coincides with other kinds of numbers, that will be ridiculous, and nobody will really figure out a way to deal with this stressful event that caused our whales to turn around and go into the other direction. Because we only have 4 directions. We have the north, the south, and the north-south, and the south-north. So here you have it. Only 4 directions we can go to. And all the other directions, they're like, I don't exist anymore. Yay, now I am free of my burdens of being a direction. So, correction. That's not the only way to get free of your burdens. You need to get your mom to sign a letter, and then you take it to your principal, and your principal looks at it real hard, determines whether the handwriting is falsified or not. Then he goes to your father and says, why do you write like a little child? And your father says, how dare you? I am a British citizen. I have rights. I want to go to my lawyer and member of parliament, and I would like to consult him before I return back to your office and tell you that you were right. You were right, sir, and I am very grateful to you, because you changed my life. You turned my frown upside down, and now I became a clown, a rodeo clown. That's how I do it. That's how everybody does it in this crazy mixed up world we call real life. And then, because of entertainment and all the clowns, we just become hypnotized by all the non-clowns out there. And as I like to call them, usual people, non-masked people. Non-masked clowns clowning around. Don't be a downer, just clown around, and be real nice and down to earth. And if you find a kitty cat in your doggy bag, then you should act like you're really sad, because that's the shape of cookies that you don't want your Happy Meal to come in. So if you want a fortune cookie or any other kind of cookie, you gotta pretend that your cat's actually a dog, and you gotta start meowing for the both of them, because if you try to find any other solution, it will just not work. So yeah, I guess that's the end of the story.